Hey there, Kevin here from the Online Visibility Agency, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to write titles that rank and get clicked. And this is really important. This is one of the things that people really strive to obtain, they try to get, and sometimes it just falls flat. And in this video we're just going to go over a couple of real quick and simple, easy ways to make sure that this happens for you. So the first thing that we need to do is consider using numbers in our headlines. So headlines with numbers like 5 tips to perform better in search results, 3 ways to do this, 10 ways to do that, 7 ways to do this. All of those types of things help to get content ranked easier, because the search engines understand that you're giving away 3 ways of doing something, 5 ways, 7 ways, 10 ways, 15, 20, whatever number it is that you choose. There is a school of thought that says always do odd numbers. You can absolutely do that if you wish. Is it a massive benefit? It feels nicer to do that. But you know what? If you're going to have a list of the top 100 of something, which is a super epic piece of content that you're going to write, you know, do 100. Don't do 99. Do 100. So there's lots of ways that you can incorporate numbers, and it is a number, not a written, not so 5 as in 5, not as in FIVE. So remember that when you're creating your pieces of content. So the next thing you can do is include keywords. And remember, we're doing this for search. So we want it clicked when people search. So not only does it get ranked, but it also gets people to go, oh, I want that. So I talk about keyword research, key phrase research all of the time. It's so important, along with understanding your avatars. So you get those 2 things right, everything else starts to fall into place. So place your primary keyword or keywords towards the start of your content to get ranked higher. Now, if you are using WordPress or SEO tools, it will go through and analyze. This is not in your title. This is not in your first paragraph. And it will tell you this. And what happens is you end up stuffing keywords in that just don't feel normal. They don't feel natural and they don't work for you. So you need to make sure you start to master the art of creating a headline or the first opening couple of sentences within your content to make sure that actually not only does it serve its purpose for the search engines, but you know what? If a human being was to read it, it would sound pretty good as well. Because if you get one and not the other, then you're going to be letting yourself down. And that's really not going to benefit you or the objective of the piece of content that you want to write. Because look, let's face it, you write an awesome piece of content. If you don't create a headline that gets found, 1, nobody will find it. And 2, if it's not actually worth clicking on, nobody will click it and read it. So you've written a great piece of content that the only people that reads it is the archives of the internet. And nobody cares about those. What you want is a human being to do it. So it's worth going through, brainstorm, practice, use ChatGPT if you want to help you understand how you can start to formulate with your keywords and your key phrases, headlines and those opening couple of sentences to really get it interesting. And then tie that up with creating some curiosity, tease the benefit of the content without giving everything away. Why do they want to read on? Why do they want to click on that link to get that information? What is it that they're going to gain, learn, understand, or benefit from by clicking on that? Now, you get those 3 elements into your title and your first couple of sentences of your content, and you're absolutely going to smash it. Sounds pretty easy, right? I guarantee you it's not that easy. People have been working on this for years and there's still trial and error. Some pieces go well, some pieces don't go well. But what I will guarantee you is if you don't take this on board and listen and go, you know what, I'm going to use this very, very simplistic formula to try and craft better headlines, then you will stay where you are. And that where you are might well be with content that's unindexed, unfound and unviewed. And therefore, just going through this 3-step process to understand your keywords, include, add a number into what you're doing, and then create curiosity. And you can do that within one headline. Then if you nail that, you'll get found and read much more and seen much more. And that's the goal, right? That's what you want. So hopefully that's been useful. If you've got any ideas on this, if you've got any absolute smashers that you've put out there that have done really well for you, share them in the comments. and it will be a pleasure to be actually go and see them. If you're really, really struggling and you're like, oh, it all sounds great, but I just don't know what to do with this, or I've not done my keyword research, I don't even know where to start with that. And that's one of my things that I really enjoy doing for people. Then let me know, drop me a message, and I'll do you a cracking deal on some keyword and key phrase research that you only need to get done once this year, and then you can absolutely nail it for the next 6 months easy. Once it's done, I've done a few of these recently, and it's a real eye opener, I'll tell you. So if you want to know more about that, drop me a message, and I'll be absolutely delighted to be able to help you out. Thanks, everyone. Catch you on the next video.